Keep failing. Fail more. Fail more and you shall learn. Okay, believe it or not, there are just so many videos on the internet telling you to fail more. And they say that the more you fail, the more successful you are going to get. And when it comes to this, I have a totally different point of view. And first thing first, we have to ask ourselves, why on earth that people encourage the others to fail more? Why do you have to keep failing when there's literally a way for you to avoid failing? I'd agree that we all heard about failure is part of the journey to being successful. And I believe it is true. But that doesn't mean that the more you fail, the more successful you're going to get. That's not the case. And in fact, what I have realized over the time is that the more you fail, the more you are going to give up on doing what you are supposed to do. Put in a comment down below if you agree with what I've just said. And in today's video, I'm just going to share with you the 3 simple ways that I have used in the past to avoid failing more. First thing first, as usual, read more books. Why? A book like this is probably going to cost you $15 or $20. It's not a lot of money, but what you can get out from the book, it's way more worthy than what you have just spent. Let's say you are not sure why the rich are getting richer, right? And you want to find out. So instead of spending your time and effort and some money to figure out the truth, why not just get a book for a $20? Like, why the rich are getting richer? Right after you read the book, you can find out, okay, what motivates them to become richer? What is the thing that they did in the past to make them richer? What is the thing they do so that they can remain as rich as they are? So apart from spending a $20, what you have to do is like spending another maybe 2 or 4 hours to read the books to get the knowledge that you want. So there's an old saying that if you think buying a book is expensive, try ignorance. And more often than not, I realize that people are just trying to save a couple bucks on the books just to get themselves into a mistake which costs them like hundreds if not thousands of dollars. And that to me is not a smart way of doing things. So apart from book, another things that you can do is just attending a webinar or seminar. It's going to cost you a little bit more and probably it's going to take you more effort and more time that you have to invest in, because you have to physically be there, like paying your full attention to take down the note and try to digest what you have just learned so that you can really implement it. After spending, let's say 2, 4 or 6 hours sitting there learning from those experts, you can get to know what is the mistake that they have been making in the past, what are the traps that you must avoid so that you can be more successful within a shorter period of time, and what are the secrets behind their success. And I know at this point of time, some of you is going to say, again, webinar? Usually all those webinars are a scam. They're just trying to suck our money. Well, it really depends on how you look at the value. For me, if spending $100 is going to get me back like $200, that to me is a no-brainer. And the last one, which is also something that I prefer the most, and that is to get a mentor or to get a coach for yourself. Now, I would say until today, I have 2 coaches in my life. And the first mentor taught me about how important it is to have a high income skill and how to get better in terms of your closing capability. And of course, that's going to be more costly compared to buying a book or attending a webinar. But it's worth the money. And the second mentor is really someone who guided me on my public speaking skills. And that itself doesn't really cost me a lot of money, because somehow we develop a relationship like just a friend. So on and off, we will have a gathering and I'll just buy him some meals, some lunch, dinner, and that's it. I don't really have to invest a lot, and yet I learned so much from him because he has been in the public speaking field for more than 20 years. So imagine this, if I'm going to spend $0, like if I don't want to treat her any meals at all, I'm trying to save the couple bucks, what I have to do is that I will have to explore the entire industry on my own. And do you really think that I can stay motivated and continue the journey until the end of the day? I doubt so, because throughout the journey, I could have failed a lot more time, right? I could have made a lot of stupid mistakes that I can avoid. And of course, I wouldn't have someone to hold me accountable and really guide me along the journey. And yes, those are the 3 simple ways that you can implement right away so that you can get to success within a shorter period of time.